I delight myself on honesty. When Amber Heard got here out and stated that her husband, Johnny Depp, had abused her all through her marriage, she made it clean that she become going to combat to the ends of the earth to get justice for herself. She stated that once Depp filed a lawsuit in opposition to her after he took her to courtroom docket with inside the US and the UK. After he gained the defamation lawsuit that passed off in advance this and so on. The remaining numerous months had been complete of statements approximately her doing the whole lot she should to get the attraction to occur and restart things. But now that has stopped as she's made an announcement with Johnny Depp. Heard's legitimate announcement. As we stated with inside the intro, after weeks and months of her pronouncing she'd attraction, and now no longer too lengthy after she made the real attraction in opposition to Johnny Depp, Amber Heard dropped a bombshell on social media declaring that she becomes settling the case entirely. After a notable deal of deliberation, I even have made a completely hard choice to settle the defamation case added in opposition to me through my ex-husband in Virginia. It's vital for me to mention that I by no means selected this. I defended my reality, and in doing so, my lifestyles as I knew it become destroyed. The vilification I even have confronted on social media is an amplified model of the approaches wherein ladies are re-victimized whilst they arrive ahead. I now subsequently have an possibility to emancipate myself from something I tried to go away over 6 years ago, and on phrases I can comply with. I even have made no admission. This isn't an act of concession. There aren't any regulations or gags with recognized to my voice transferring ahead. Despite her claims, each now and earlier than she's finishing this entire matter, she's selected to settle and to subsequently placed it at the back of her and Depp. Or on the very least, she's setting and give up to it for now. Who is aware of what may occur with inside the future? The irony of the announcement is manifold, which includes pronouncing that she's doing this due to the fact there are phrases she will comply with and that she's trying to emancipate herself from the matter. That's now no longer surely the case. And we recognize that Johnny Depp's group had been trying to accept an extended time, ever because the defamation trial ended. They even pointed out it on TV now no longer lengthy after the trial ended. That will probably lead many to accept as true if that Heard both found out something or become pressured to peer the reality approximately what become coming. Her manner to show this, you want simplest to examine the phrases of the agreement that she made with Depp for. The phrases of the settlement whilst the defamation trial resulted in Johnny Depp's choose in advance this. Amber Heard become penalized $1,030 $5 million for the expenses in opposition to her. That cash become to visit Depp, and it become said through the choose with inside the case that she could not document an attraction without paying the sum. So the query became, can Amber Heard pay that sum? The solution become quite a lot no. It become properly documented how Amber Heard started to promote her homes with inside the US, and become even visible at sure low-value shops getting objects supplying that she did not have that a lot cash to present. Fast ahead to the agreement, and the phrases are as follows: she can be able to pay Johnny Depp $1 million, which he's going to donate to charity. Going from $10.35 million is pretty a drop, and the charity component is the icing at the cake for Depp. Why? Because in case you do not remember, whilst Depp and her divorced, she promised that any cash she were given from the divorce might cross proper to charity, as she did not need to present the impact that she become a gold digger. Except notwithstanding a couple of claims through her that she donated the promised $7 million to the charities she outlined, she had now no longer even fulfilled 1/2 of the promise. Plus, a number of that 1/2 have become donated through different people, which includes Johnny Depp. So for Depp and his group to get her to present them $1 million, simply to show it round and provide it to charity is as an alternative at the nostril and phrases of the cause they have been going for. Due to the fact we are able to quite a lot wager that Depp will do it and do it quick to reveal off how he maintains his word. But Amber does now no longer. Given that she agreed to the phrases, she was mad approximately getting greater egg on her face and will without difficulty have enough money $1 million to pay Depp. But that, in turn, speaks to her 3 economic issues. The $10.35 million payout that Amber Heard needed to make to Johnny Depp become now no longer a small amount. Remember, even as Amber Heard is an actress, Her roles, which have made her tens of thousands and thousands, are very few. But her woes went past that. Due to the fact, notwithstanding being in the ones movies, she wasn't getting greater roles. In fact, the imminent Aquaman film is probably her remaining massive price range movie in her profession, except a drastic turnaround happens. That's something she's now no longer glad approximately, due to the fact she feels she's being punished for accusing Johnny Depp of doing something wrong. Claims that Hollywood become seeking to guard Depp as opposed to her. Except Depp become essentially blackboarded from Hollywood. He misplaced principal roles that value him at many tens of thousands and thousands, and he hasn't been in a massive price range film for the reason that 2018. Adding to her woes, she wasn't simply coping with Depp and his complaints in opposition to her. She'd become coping with every other case through and coverage employer that become trying to sue her. That case remains ongoing. And remember, up till today, she become combating for that attraction with inside the defamation case. So there is exclusive cases, a $10 million payout she had to make mounting legal professional payments on pinnacle of value of living. And, yeah, she truly is strapped for cash. That without a doubt is probably the most important component in her doing the agreement and why the agreement become low in phrases of value. She legitimately could not have enough money to do the deal and maintain going together along with her different felony pursuits. Now no longer the Hollywood finishing she hoped for. Two Depp's legal professionals respond. Depp's attorneys, Benjamin Chew and Camille Vasquez, inform Yahoo Entertainment in an announcement. We're thrilled to officially near the door in this painful bankruptcy for Mr. Depp, who made clean in the course of this procedure that his precedents become approximately bringing the reality to light. The jury's unanimous choice and the ensuing judgment in Mr. Depp's choose in opposition to Ms. Heard remained completely in place. The price of $1 million, which Mr. Depp is pledging and could donate to charities, reinforces Ms. Heard's acknowledgement for the belief of the felony gadget's rigorous pursuit for justice. Heard stated, her announcement isn't an act of concession, and there aren't any regulations or gags with recognized to my voice transferring ahead. However, a Depp source says opposite to what she claims. The judgment can nevertheless be used in opposition to her if she have been once more to copy the fake and defamatory allegations. The equal supply provides that there aren't any victories right here for her. The judgment in opposition to her stands. That's true. Even 11 though she settled. The ruling stands. The agreement become for the damages that she become ordered to pay, not anything else. Not surprisingly, Amber did try to take one remaining stab at individuals who wronged her and as a result grew to become the state of affairs into in her choose. One who is to blab? Amber Heard has made it clean ever because the US trial ended that it become a sham in her eyes. She blamed the legal professionals involved, the choose, the jury, the press, social media, the whole lot. And with inside the announcement, she persevered that notion. When I took earlier than a choose with inside the UK, I become vindicated through a robust, impartial, and truthful gadget wherein I become included from having to present the worst moments of my testimony in the front of the world's media and wherein the courtroom docket observed that I become subjected to home and sexual violence. She persevered in Monday's announcement. In the US, however, I exhausted nearly all my sources earlier of and all through a tribulation wherein I become problem to a court docket wherein plentiful direct proof that cooperated. My testimony become excluded, and wherein recognition and strength mattered greater than the cause and due procedure.